You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Now, earlier in the week, the talk of social media, talk of the boxing world was Gervonta Tank Davis. He was indicted on 14 different counts from a previous alleged hit and run accident. The report basically said that Gervonta Davis was in a car with a young lady, ended up running a red light and hit another car. And basically, they left the scene. And, you get into an accident, you're supposed to stay on the scene until the cops come and all of that. So he was indicted on 14 counts. To my knowledge, all of them are misdemeanors, but if he's convicted, he could get up to 7 years in jail. Now, I'm going to attack this from a couple of different angles. Number one, I did not report this when it first came out. I know I have a boxing YouTube channel and I'm supposed to report things as they come. But when it comes to criminal stuff, I like to wait and see if more information comes out before I actually put out a video. But the one thing that I could have put out immediately is this fool need driving lessons. Like this fool need driving lessons. Like he's not, like, if he don't get no jail time, he needs to do probation like in a driving school. Like he needs to be in driving school like 7 days a week. Like he can't drive, like, period. Like, and we've been on the road with people all the time and just people are just reckless. You'll be like, yo, they can't drive. Like, Tank Davis is one of those dudes. Like, he can't drive. Like, point blank, period. I want for him to have Uber on speed dial or Lyft on speed dial. Like, they need to hire him like a permanent driver. Like, he can have all the cars he want, but I want to see him in the passenger seat or in the back seat. Like, I don't want to see him driving anymore. Like, because he's just a danger to not only himself, but just to other people, because he just can't drive. He can't drive. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely need to address that. But more on a serious note, is Tank Davis worth the trouble? Is Tank Davis worth the trouble? And I don't want people to listen to this video and be like, yo, you a Tank Davis hater, this, that, and the third. Just because you point out facts doesn't mean you're a hater. Like, let me get that clear. That's number one. Number two, I'm a big time Tank Davis fan inside of the ring. Like, I think he's one of the most talented guys in the business. And I think he has an amazing skill set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to always support Tank Davis inside of the ring. But when you doing straight foolishness outside of the ring, just on some man shit, like I can't support that. And this is why I ask, is Tank Davis worth the risk? So you have this hit and run incident. You had another situation where he gripped up a chick on camera. You've had other situations where he's gotten into situations in Baltimore. He's had boxing situations where he's missed weight. He's come close to missing weight. He's had several weigh-ins where he's had to weigh in twice or three times just to make weight. He has a reputation for not being disciplined. He has a reputation for blowing up in between fights. And on top of that, Floyd Mayweather is babying him as far as opponents. Like, Tank Davis literally doesn't have a weight class. He literally doesn't have a weight class. Like, he floats between 130, 135, and there's rumor that he's going up to 140. Is Tank Davis worth the trouble? Now, you look at all of these indictments that he has, the indictment on 14 counts, all these, counts that he has an indictment on, and it looks very serious. But we all know the game. We all know the game. Tank not gonna do no time in jail. Tank not gonna do no time in jail. Period. Like, it's just some guys I just don't expect to see behind bars. Now, his homie Adrian Broner, we used to seeing him behind bars. Like, he ain't got the juice no more. And that's my bro. That's my main man, AB. And I support AB, but AB ain't got the juice no more. Like, they've sent his ass to jail several times. Tank Davis, though, nah. Like, nah. They're not going to send him to jail on this. And that's just what it is. But if you're Floyd Mayweather, at some point, when does it become too much? When is a guy just not worth the headache? And Tank Davis is a headache. He's a headache. Not because not only because he can't drive. Like, he might be one of the worst drivers. Like, he may be the worst driver in Baltimore. Like, like, hands down, he might be the worst driver in Baltimore. But the thing that's crazy with Tank is that he has good people around him, and he's just still just doing dumb shit. Like, he's just doing dumb shit. That's why people, when people talk about Adrian Broner, I'm like, yo, Adrian Broner has great people around him. He's just a knucklehead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with Tank is the same thing. Like, he has great people around him. Like, his coach, Calvin Ford, great trainer, great man. You know what I'm saying? He has Floyd Mayweather. He has Al Heyman to lean on. Great men. Great businessmen. Like, but he's still acting like a knucklehead. And that's just who he is at the moment. Hopefully he'll grow up and he'll make better decisions. We all make mistakes. Don't get it twisted. We all make mistakes. But when it comes down to it, like, are you making the same mistake multiple times? And when you're famous, you're making decisions, bad decisions in the public eye, which is going to lead to criticism from the general public. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at the end of the day. Now, do I think Tank Davis is worth the trouble? Nobody's worth that much trouble. Like, that's a major headache. Like, that's a major headache. I can see if they was throwing Tank Davis in with some killers and some big time names, and he was doing some major pay-per-view numbers and all that, then I can understand it. But Tank is not a pay-per-view star. Tank is not pulling in numbers like that. He's not doing Canelo numbers. He not even doing Spence numbers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he has the potential of being a pay-per-view star, but he's not there yet. So for someone that's this big of a headache and they're not a pay-per-view star yet, they haven't proven that they can beat B-plus guys and A-level guys. Like, Floyd Mayweather gonna have some decisions to make. Even if Tank Davis gets out of this situation and he doesn't get any jail time, he might just get some probation, a big fine. Me personally, he should do probation in a driving school. That's just, my own personal opinion. But, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with Tank Davis going forward. And I did a video on this probably about a year ago. I'm like, does Tank Davis have a bigger chance of becoming the next Floyd Mayweather, or does he have a bigger chance of becoming the next Adrian Broner? And that question still stands. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.